Thanks everyone for coming back again tonight. In the past 2 years, there has been a shortage of baby formula in the United States. And today I came across an article that talked about how in August of this year, August 2023, the Federal Drug Administration sent letters to 3 manufacturers to discuss the severe code violations that were found in their factories. Keep in mind, there are only 14 factories in the United States. So if 3 are having issues, and that's going to reduce down possibly the number of manufacturers that will be able to operate in the United States, this could result in a shortage of supply, or if these violations are not addressed, there could be recall of baby formula, and that can present a big problem. Some of the problems it can present is an increase in price. I was surprised to see that over the last couple of years, baby formula has gone up from what was about 32 cents per ounce up to 54 cents per ounce. That means that if your baby is drinking 8-ounce bottle of formula, that at 54 cents per ounce, that is costing more than $4 per bottle. If the pricing has gone up, in some places it's $1.13 per ounce. That means that each time your baby is drinking an 8-ounce bottle of formula, that it can be costing $9. Wow, close to $9. Wow, that really blows the family budget when it comes to groceries. That's going to put just your monthly fee to over close to $190 a month. That's quite a lot. So tonight, let's talk about an alternative. And that alternative is breastfeeding. So the topic is, are my boobs too small? That's a question that I have gotten from many women as you've introduced the possibility of breastfeeding to them. So let's first of all talk about how that's not an issue. Every woman is equipped to breastfeed their baby, regardless of the bra and cup size, okay? So let's look at what those breasts are like on the inside so that you can understand why no matter what the size of your breast is on the outside, you have all the equipment you need to breastfeed your baby. If you'll look to see on the left, basically what you'll find is that inside of your breasts, under the skin, you're going to find fat. That's what causes the change in the cup size, is the fat. The lobes where the milk is made, and then you have milk ducts, and that is where the milk comes from the lobes out to the nipple. There are about 15 to 20 lobes in each breast. So every woman has this, and it does not matter the size of your breasts. Every woman has these lobes, milk ducts. You also have nipples, which are what you see on the outside, and the areola is that brown area that you see around the nipples. So the questions that women ask are not only, are my breasts big enough, but is my baby going to get enough milk? And the answer is also going to be yes. So let's talk a little bit about breastfeeding and what happens. During pregnancy, your body has been preparing you for breastfeeding. We've talked about weight gain during pregnancy, and some of that weight gain are fat stores on your body that helps to give you the necessary nutrition that you're needing in terms of the fat that you're needing for your time of breastfeeding. But once your baby is born, the first thing that your baby is going to get is what's called the colostrum. And believe it or not, in some cultures, They feel that they don't want to give the baby this colostrum. They don't understand really that this is kind of the very, very best in the very beginning. The colostrum is rich in nutrients and in antibodies. Your baby's immune system still needs work. It's not fully developed when your baby is born. And so the colostrum is providing all of these incredible antibodies and nutrients that your baby needs. In the another 2 to 3 days, we talk about the milk coming in. And that is when we have kind of the early parts of milk, or the early milk, which is where there's more nutrients richer than what's in the colostrum. It's going to be a whitish color. The mother will feel breast feeling more full, a little bit uncomfortable, but this is because the milk is coming in. We're going to encourage you to breastfeed your baby often. And sometimes you will feel like my baby will never stop breastfeeding. In the early days, your baby needs to breastfeed. And why is that? Couple of things. One is your baby's stomach is small. Your baby's stomach cannot hold large amounts when your baby is first born. And so the baby's stomach can only accommodate so much. Then it needs to digest and then eat again. The other thing is that every time that you are feeding your baby, it is stimulating your breast to make more milk. It's telling the brain to release more hormones to make more milk. So the more that you breastfeed, the more milk that you will make for your baby. After, say, within the first week or so, the milk begins to get more mature, where it has more vitamins, fat, nutrients, all that your baby needs. And mothers will wonder, well, how do I know if my baby's getting enough? I don't know. I can't see from a bottle. With a bottle, you can see, oh, my baby drank so many ounces. You cannot measure that with breastfeeding. So the response is your baby fussy after you've stopped feeding? Is your baby sleeping? These are signs that your baby has had enough. The other is, what is your baby's weight? Your baby should be gaining weight. Now, as your baby continues to grow, you may notice that around 6 weeks, the baby may have calmed down. You may have gotten on somewhat of a schedule with the feeding, like the baby might be feeding, say, every couple hours or every 3 or 4 hours. And then all of a sudden, it's like this baby just can't stop nursing. It's like this baby just can't seem to get enough. And often you might feel like, my baby's not getting enough. I should give the baby something more. What's happening is that your baby needs more milk. And so it needs to breastfeed more to make more milk. And this period of time will only last for maybe a couple of days, and then things will kind of calm down again. So just to encourage you that as your baby grows, your baby needs more. There will be some short periods of time or bursts of time where your baby will feed a whole lot more, and then things will calm down and settle out again. So we would tell you, don't introduce other things. Just let your baby feed more, anticipate, know that this is going to happen, and then you're going to be able to calm down to a better schedule again. Sometimes to think about is, it's very important to have support for breastfeeding, and there may be some families that may not be that supportive to you. And I would suggest that if they are able to understand the benefits that you are giving your baby with breastfeeding, that they might be able to be more supportive. Every woman can breastfeed. That's the thing to know. Every woman can breastfeed, but it's also a skill. We're learning a new skill. And as I would say to brand new moms who this is their first baby, you've never breastfed before. Your baby's never breastfed before. So give each other grace, take a breath, relax, enjoy your baby, calm down, and just learn how to breastfeed your baby. Get help from the nurses that are there, from the midwife. It's also possible if you have family members that have breastfed before, such as a mother or sister. If you're comfortable letting them to help you with breastfeeding, do that. And also, there are things known or women known as lactation consultants who can also assist you with breastfeeding. Often they are available if you have your baby in a hospital. The midwife can assist you with breastfeeding. So could a doula. So just in summary, you don't have to worry about the baby formula shortage if you choose to breastfeed your baby. You will save lots of money because breast milk is free. If you're planning to go back to work, still no worries. You're able to, if you begin to, as well as doing your regular breastfeeding times, if you were to pump your breast a little before you go back to work, you can save breast milk in a deep freezer for quite a number of months. So you're then able to store up breast milk that can be placed into a bottle if you want your baby to use a bottle. Some mothers do not. The other is that in most work spaces, particularly in federal government or local government spaces, there are lactation rooms that are quiet spaces for mothers to be able to breastfeed their babies at their jobs. Some of those rooms may have milk breast pumps available. I would suggest taking your own if possible. You can also store your breast milk there until you go home. There's such things as milk banks for women who may have infants that are in intensive care nurseries. I want to also say to you that if your baby is in an intensive care nursery, or if your baby is low birth weight, you can still breastfeed your baby. The breast milk is actually better for your baby than formula for the following reasons. One is that it has your breast milk is a lot more nutrition dense. You have more nutrients in your breast milk than what you're going to find in formula. It's much easier to digest breast milk than formula. And sometimes you can have gastrointestinal issues from baby formula that is reduced when you are breastfeeding your baby. As we talked about before, you're able to have antibodies to provide protection to the baby's immune system. And also, breast milk has important nutrients for brain development, the fatty acids in the breast that are really essential for brain development. And so even if your baby's in the intensive care nursery, even if your baby is considered low birth weight, meaning that your baby is less than 2,500 grams, you can breastfeed your baby. I have assisted many women to breastfeed their babies while the babies are in the intensive care nursery. So this is the information that I have for you on breastfeeding. I want you to seriously consider this. It is a great option. The one other thing that I forgot to mention that's a great benefit is mothers tend to lose weight when they breastfeed. And why is that? Again, what you are taking in, you're not going to be eating a lot differently than when you were pregnant. You will maintain pretty much the same calorie intake. And while your baby is getting all those fantastic nutrients from what you're eating while you're breastfeeding, those fat stores, those little extra pounds that you gain during pregnancy are there to support you. And that's how you can end up actually beginning to lose some weight if you're breastfeeding for a period of time. So please consider this as an option for your baby. Again, I would love to see more people like and subscribe to my channel. I'm getting loads of views, and I'm very happy about that. So if you really like the content, I'm going to ask you to press the like button, to subscribe to my channel so you're notified of other content that we're putting up, and to also share this. Share, as I always say, with your mom, your dad, your aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews. Also, father of the baby, dad, needs to hear these messages as well. I will soon be coming out with a coaching program. I'm really excited about being able to help families who are considering becoming pregnant and those who are already pregnant to be able to prepare for the best pregnancy that they can have and to have the birth experience that you would like to have. So thank you so much for joining. I look forward to getting together with you again. If you have any comments, please put them in the comment section. If you have any topics that you would like to hear more about, please also place those in the comment section below. Thank you again. Have a great night. Bye-bye.